Who are your heroes and what do they do? Do they ever think about me or think about you? And so begins a series of contemplative questions in a children's book intended to help young people reimagine the concept of a hero. It's aptly titled Heroes, and it's written by Rochester City School Board President Van White, who explains real heroes aren't the ones donning flashy capes. Take a look.
Good morning, everybody. About 4 years ago, I came here and read a poem. I was thinking about my dad who passed away about 30 years ago, and I read a poem about heroes because I wanted young people to know that heroes don't wear capes. They can't fly over buildings in a single bound. They are people that day in and day out care for you, love you, support you. And that's the mothers, the fathers, the aunts, and uncles. And I wanted to emphasize that point to children. I decided to make that poem a book. And here it is today. It's called Heroes. Who are your heroes? And what do they do?
Police are my heroes because they help a lot around the community and they arrest people who are bad. And firefighters too. They take out fires, and firefighters and policemen and ambulance. Because once my mother had an asthma attack and they helped her a lot.
My heroes would have to be my mother and father. They really look out for me, they do everything for me, and they're always able to save the day when I need saving.
My heroes is my sister and my brother-in-law. My sister is Brittany. She treats me nicely and she, I love her and she has respect to everyone and elders, and that's how she's my hero.
I think we're told through TV and movies what a hero is. But ironically, if we turned away from the television set, and it's hard to get kids to do that nowadays, we would see that the hero is sitting in the armchair, the hero is in the kitchen, the hero is doing the laundry, and that's mom or dad, aunt, your uncle, your godmother. They're all around us. Heroes will always take the time to show you that they care.
I think there's no wrong with looking up to a celebrity because, I mean, they chase their dreams, they are somewhere, but also you have to look around in your community and the people that really are around you every single day that sometimes you might not see that they're making an impact in your life, but they really are, whether they say I love you or whether they protect you in some kind of way sometimes.
Heroes, for one, have to be selfless. I mean, you helping others, you can't be selfish and care about yourself, loving and always wanting to do the right thing.
The list of people who would not be heroes are criminals, bad people, people with guns and knives around them, and people who hide a lot of stuff and bad stuff that they do.
The word hero and parent just don't connect. And the goal of this book is to make those words connect more often, including people in our community like police officers who try to do the right thing, firemen, librarians, teachers, doctors, plumbers, the young man who picks up a piece of garbage, that's a hero. The young person who says, hey, don't mistreat my friend, don't mistreat this young person. Those are all heroes. We all have the capacity. The book tries to teach us that we all have the capacity to be heroes, whether we have capes or not.
To learn more about the Heroes mission or where to buy your own copy, go to listofheroes.com.